So for a while now, I've been wanting to So I went to the dollar store today and I picked up some varieties of zinnias to plant in my garden to at least have something growing during the summer season. So the four varieties are Giants of California mixed colors, Lilliput mixed colors, Semi-dwarf Plumelia mixed colors, and my personal favorite, the Giant Cactus mixed colors. So these are four amazing varieties of zinnias to choose from, and I bought these all at the dollar store, so I only invested $3 in here and I got so many packets off of it. So let me go ahead and move the camera and let's talk about how I'll be planting my zinnia seeds to start my cut flower garden. So I brought the camera closer to the working area where the zinnias are going to be planted. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a cross with my scissors right here. Then I'm going to fold them inwards, those little flaps, I'm going to fold them inwards like so. And you can see that we already have soil right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my zinnia varieties. Choose the varieties I want. So I'm going to be dedicating a row to this variety, a row to this variety, and a row to the Giant Cactus mixed colors, which is my personal favorite. So I'm going to start with these right here. Open the packet. So this right here is the seeds. So I'm only going to be planting 3 per little tiny little hole I make, because zinnias do tend to do really good in my area and I always have the best success when direct sowing them. So I'm going to be planting them only 3 seeds per little hole I make, so we could save a little bit of seeds but also make sure that we have something growing in here. So from the looks of it, I'll be able to fit around 5 or 6 little tiny gaps in the tarp, so that's what I will be doing. So let's go ahead and fast motion or time lapse this portion of the video. So I planted all of my zinnia seeds and I'm super excited and super stoked to see how this project is gonna come out to be. So zinnias is one of the easiest, if not the easiest, flowers to grow, especially if you're a beginner gardener. It's always recommended to start with zinnias, because if you're a beginner gardener, it's just by planting them and leaving them alone. There is some tips and tricks you can do to increase the amount of flowers you receive in the growing season, like there is the topping, aka thinning or snipping your zinnia seeds to encourage more branching, which means they will encourage more flower buds. So zinnias is one of my personal favorite flowers to grow, especially since I've been a florist longer than I've been a gardener. I absolutely love working with zinnias because they last a long time in a vase. They are very long stems and they are so durable and easy to work with. It is just a delight working with them. So a few things I'll be doing to keep this patch healthy, growing, and sustained. I will be making sure it receives 5 to 6 plus hours of direct sunlight. Zinnias require that amount of direct sunlight because they're full sun-loving plants, and the more sunlight they receive, the happier they're gonna be. Second is that the soil is going to be constantly moist, especially since I direct sowed them. It's always recommended to keep the soil moist and not allowing it to dry out, because water will promote the seeds to start germinating. So make sure that that soil constantly stays moist, and like we are in a rainy season, I will have no problems having that, especially in the morning when there is a lot of humidity. Even currently it is very humid. Number 3 is I'll be keeping you watch for disease and pest. Although zinnias are super easy to grow and barely any disease or pest attack zinnias, it's still better safe than sorry. So I'll be out here when they're young, when they're flowering, and when they're in their mature state of their life, because that's the 3 main points where disease and pests tend to attack: when they're young, when they're flowering, or when they already have a bit of time behind them and they already hit their mature size. So make sure you stay vigilant for pests and diseases and treat them if necessary, so you don't have that problem brewing around in your garden. And finally is you have to stay patient, because it does take time to receive or get the outcome you want. So take time, step back, and see the garden do its thing. It's best to let nature do its thing, because you don't want to interfere with that, because the best way to grow a garden is naturally. So let the plants do their thing and let them grow and do the show-stopping performance you've been awaiting to see. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and fun to watch. May God bless you and your entire family, and never forget to grow roots, agriculturist. Bye.